All together, son. Go again. Ready? How y'all doing? What's good, y'all? It's your boy. We are here. My name is Six Pass Dice, Mr. Lane. If you need me, we're gonna do a quick show. I'm probably lying, but it's okay. We're gonna have a good time, man. So if you don't know, you know what I'm saying? My name is Six Pass Dice, Mr. Lane. If you need me, here we do several different things. Get myself mad jobs, but the main point of the channel is to help you increase your communication. I want to help y'all improve your relationships, the people, places, and things, and ultimately, we try and get y'all to grow the hell up. That's the main problem I see with society everywhere I go, in particular with black people. If it's your first time here, please like, share, subscribe. Shout out to the lady who told me I need speech lessons. I need to take speech. She said I need to take my money. I need to take my coins and go get speech lessons because no one can understand what I'm saying. Now, conveniently, it was a video where I'm talking about how divestors never prosper. You never prosper. They don't prosper. Okay. But anyway. Listen, I bring that up because again, we here to help you improve your relationships with people, places, and things. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's your first time here. If I don't know, when we come over here, bro, it's a party. Okay, we have a good time over here. We vibe out and everything. My name is Six Pass Dice, man. So you already know. We're gonna go ahead and start with a song. You understand? Let's get it.
They should be coolin'.
She got a good kid plan, yeah, we in the field. Negative carrots, kid plan. S&D to the bookstore. That wolf try to do some more. I ain't working hard to look up like you. White collar boss in the hood, I cute. Killing the dogs, get after the bad. The back of the family was better than that. Moment is now, you caught the deal. Bad young girl, get my off the deal. We rolling down like a armadillo. No way you say about Zilla. Boyfriend one try kissing me. Turn demon burgers, smack DVD. I rob people to pay for. Pay me the back for a pause investment. Black woman saying they no protection. Smart man didn't watch where he invested. The best in least life so precious. Then with the views they all stuck. Guess no next no bitch. I don't answer her question. Smart man didn't watch where he invested. I'm popping on my class list. Dropping down and coming to class late. Pushing my side, she with it, she burn. I'm coming to do some she married some kids. She got a good security class, yeah, we in the field. Making the carrot, share the carrot. Security class.
My lord. They should be coolin'.
Let's get it. Blueberry soup, blueberry coupe. Swerving that bitch like blueberry soup for the bad homes and catacombs. I'm turning keys on daddy home. Stay long enough to call the bitch. Get my rocks off with 40 bitch. Cut myself from 40 shit. Moving the money, robbing the week, and man of my time. Robbing police, I'm dying to make it back by the weekend. I made myself when I'm fucking with even. I'm feeding my ego, nigga, I'm out. Now my job comes take you all like banging the shop for bitches that bitch. Hella fresh, she got flown up. Yeah, I'm acting my age, nigga. And I'm acting my ways, nigga. Boy, finish your fame, nigga. That's your name, that's crazy, nigga. Never been on MTV. I made myself to a maid, nigga. And GFC for my maid, nigga. Finish real with the stage, nigga. Alright, I did that shit for the babies. Some heroes don't wear capes, they pull up in a Mercedes. I'm saying, all of my niggas is covered in gold. Wait, my homies is covered in gold. All of my babies is covered in gold, covered in gold, covered in. Think my baby is feminine role, she getting her role, she getting her role. Strategies, the general stuff. Just to use the cinnamon stuff, cinnamon crunch, right, bitch, man, no, the man, like shit.
My lord.
We're having a good time, man. Get it, man. We'll keep it moving along. Get it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Treat me like a king.
Why do you want to Grammy?
Gucci every day, moving everything. Yeah. I felt like I was losing everything. What? Bitch, the medicine, what? Papa give me like a bit of everything. What? In my living room, like a mezzanine. I be pulling down the medicine. Keep my circle tight like a wedding ring. Those never die, they go to Medellin. I be rapping till I'm 70, but then I do celebrity. Head in the clouds, cause I'm standing on my legacy. Sorry, treat me like the king of eight.
Why do you want to Grammy?
Gucci everything, moving everything. Time to felt like I was losing everything. It's the $1 billion poppy, fuck the $1 trillion poppy. Put the trillions on my body, kiss my ass with this money, yo. Shit was getting bad, talking bad than Nicolani. But if we talk the game of LeBron, he getting body. What? I'm a user bitch, I'm not from Geechee got it. I'm like John got it, if you was God body. What? This shit hit like crash the Maserati. What? You can find the side, it was me behind me. What? You some kid, Shine treat me like the king of eight, nigga. Gucci everything, moving everything, yo. The time I felt like I was losing everything. What? I remain the king, I remain the prize. Nobody never died, nobody never died, yo. You know what? That's lies, you can tell them lies, yo. Who taught you how to lie? Who taught you how to lie? Nobody never died, nobody never died. What? I remain the king, I remain the prize. Got my loss in the coop, and now I'm way more ruthless. Make them break up, you can break up too. With things in, with a shot in the leg like Lil Boosie. Who the greatest go? Go to the trunk of a Ford Fusion. What? We don't need a ring, we don't need a reason. Never need it, complicated. What? Almost never died, almost never died. No one else survives, you can tell them lies, yo. Peace and blessings, king, peace and blessings, king, yo. It's all fun like I was losing everything, yo. I remain the king, I remain the prize. Nobody never died, nobody never died, yo. Who taught you how to lie? Who taught you how to lie, yo? You know what I surmise, you can tell the lies, yo.
Station beat.
Dirty boy, I think dirty boy, my fist dirty boy. I ain't sweating now, I'm out here working, boy. And the black man's got no working, boy. When you see a black man smile and a black man stare with a lazy ass nigga with a backhand money, my bitch paying for all of those lap dance shit. We get the lap dance shit, we get it, yo. Love to make love, so I bop, man. I love when I come and check a bitch like a gas can. I could be a saver, but I can't with the trash man. Good king, might be a bop with him. Black with for the new baby, got Batman smiling, the black man smiling, the black man. Got away with it, hang, away with it, away with it, hang, get away, yo. Will Cartwright with the blonde hair. I'm an old sauce, one of the wrong, yeah. Young put me first, it's gonna be all, yeah. Upper middle class shot, be fucking my armpit. I'm Asian like wine, you Asian like dog, yes. Get hit with the all, yeah. Slow down for you. Doing my G thing. Bitch things facing my second sleep thing. Gotta be popping the roll out, still grateful. I met you love with little Russell heads. Sometimes they ask me if I do enough, if it's an interview. Ask if I give a fuck. If anyone cares, you will start working out. Feel like gay, he was really working out. I was on my floor, where your bitch out. My baby got a bit of a soul. And a big ass, I'm living hella good now. It's all good now. I'm living the good times, looking good now. Yeah, riding around the hood now. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. Never put my hood down. I'm breaking hard that you got off easy. Black luck got hard. Me, my guy easy. This what people got trouble moving on. And you come just, but I made you a song for the lightest up. For the Jersey boy, the dirty boy, my fist dirty boy. I ain't sweating now, I'm out here working, boy. And the black man's got no you hurt me, boy. Got away with it, get away with it. Got away with it, you ain't get away with it. All the broke niggas who woke up this morning. A rich nigga ain't treated no more important because niggas with me. That was a white, so I'm gonna open my eyes though. Look at my eyebrows. I'm doing the makeup, I'm doing my eye clothes. Never feel safe, you know what I know. Light this up for the Jersey block, dirty boy, my piss, dirty boy. Without niggas like me, your time ain't worth nothing. Try to break me, I hold the reverse from when I'm about her back. I heard me first, but fuck some things can happen. Time to get hurt from it. Cut the long arm, the long alert coming. Light this up for the Jersey block. Dirty boy, my piss, dirty boy. I ain't sweating now, I'm out here working, boy. And the black man's got no, you heard me, boy. Yo, play with it, play with it. Play with it, play with it. Play with it, play with it. Yo, my Mind right, money right, who want more? Bad bitch ain't gonna drop your front door. What? My car running over 100, but you still not happy. But you got what you wanted. No time, no ways trying to fix somebody. So much love I can give somebody. So much game you can get, young nigga. As far as miles, you only got one nigga. Listen twice as much. You can hit them hoes begging. Tell them at the 7-Eleven. What's good? What's good? How y'all doing, man? Listen, we are live. We are live from the headquarters. You feel me? Yeah. Clap it up for yourself. Clap it up for yourself. Sir, you will not be getting the car back, sir. You have violated all of our rules and agreements. You will not be getting the car back for right now. You have violated the rules and the agreement we had just 5 minutes ago. You do not keep your word, and you are the oath breaker. You are the equivalent of a sword from Game of Thrones, a sword you are, sir. Away with you. Close my door. Away with you. Close my door. I can see you through the reflection. Away with you, sir. Close it all the way, sir. All of the way. Close the door all the way, please. Please close the door all the way, sir. Thank you. Thank you. All right. He is not a friend of the show right now. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but you know what? This is why I like several. Close my door, please. I like several instances because this guy's out of control. But anyway, let's go ahead and go to our first segment, dating profiles from hell. Now, the point of dating profiles from hell, if you are a lady that happens to come across this channel, and especially me doing this segment, this is so y'all can understand how this looks. Because listen, eventually we got to do something about us not getting together, especially black folks. We're not getting together. And one reason why we're not getting together is, y'all, listen, the men are waking up. The men have new information now. You got to stop trying to pull a fast one. You have to stop being a buyer in the market whose pockets are overflowing with dollar bills and 20s and hundreds. And you come to a store and they say, hey, you can get these Levi jeans $30 each. And you say, with your pockets overflowing with dollar bills and gold coins, can you do 10? Naturally, as a seller, I say, well, damn, $10, how can I make any money? You say, it's not my concern. F you, let me get these Levi jeans for $10. Even though you're already trying to give it to me for $30. Listen, that's a bad deal. I don't think most of y'all don't realize that you never thought about you need to give this guy a good deal, especially when you older and you got really in anyone because you are competing. Older women don't like this idea that, listen, it's getting real out here and the young girls are going to start competing with y'all more for the men in your age bracket more. Because more of these young girls, whether for better or worse, they watch this stupid level up content, and a lot of them are trying to be sugar babies. A lot of them are trying to be kept girls. Because again, y'all all got the same idea, and y'all all gonna fail if you don't actually try to. Well, for one, just in general, if you don't take the proper route to get somewhere, you will always fail. If you don't do the proper work, you always gonna fall. For example. This whole thing, listen, this situation with Drake and Kendrick is going to have such a negative impact on his career because this is different from when Jay and Nas battled. If Jay and Nas battled, it wouldn't have been the same. You would have had way more people. First of all, the history books would remember everything differently because you would have had more people weighing in and you would have had more different voices. For the most part, one of the reasons why people wanted Jay to concede and defeat, for one, people wanted to see Jay lose. Because Jay is a winner and Jay had been on top for so long. Pause. And people wanted to see Jay take an L. That's when it comes to any winner in any field. People want to see the guy that's on top fall. It's just a fact, all right? And they want to see the guy coming up win. Because to a certain degree, it represents that, anyone can become anything at any time. And it represents the American dream. It's the American dream. The American dream is that someone can go from being nobody to someone in a short amount of time. Whereas in previous eras and whatnot, listen, nigga, if you was on a farm, boom. Your family was lucky to have that. You lucky to have land. Mother sucker. But anyway, back to this dating profiles from hell thing. So in my time doing research online, I came across these profiles on Facebook dating, and I'm going to go ahead and share one, and we'll go ahead and explore that, and we'll explore what's really being said in this thing right here. Shout out to AMS. I'm gonna keep referencing this conversation or a video he did where he was talking about the impact that black male media is having on at least black men. And what he was noticing was that these profiles on dating sites are starting to change. And the things that women are saying in the dating profiles is basically speaking to what their experience is. And what's going on is that more men are getting on their purpose, and more men are starting to say, this dating shit is a scam, or I'm going to date you or take you on a nice date if I want to, not just because you're you, or just it's going to be of my own choice, right? Or the best thing to do is, make her earn it, make her show you that she likes you. Because what the originally men, because I came to this conclusion, but also heard Angry Man say it too. In relationships, men try to understand women, whereas women do not actually listen to men. All right, they don't actually listen to men. All right, or try to understand men, and for the most part, that's kind of the disconnect. You know what I mean? And we've created a market to where women think they have a lot more control than they do and everything. And to a certain degree, women are kind of battling their own ego. So it's my theory that the women know that the economy and everything that's going on is driving women back to, like, I guess you could say, like more of a natural place in a relationship and also in the home, and making more women realize that I'm not going to be able to survive on a lot of different levels. I'm not going to be able to survive at a high quality. It doesn't matter if the man's average or not. Having an average man come into your life is still a big upgrade for most women, because again, you for one, you have more manpower. Manpower matters. All right, and anyone who can do basic math knows that numbers matter. Support matters. Actually, a human being who's investing in you matters, right? But anyway, let's go ahead and read this. Now, when I read this, I forgot there's actually a story that goes with this. All right, not much of a story, but this is one that I actually bagged. She actually matched with me. So from time to time, I would just go ahead and just match with people, even though they had a terrible profile, just to see, man, if I can get a terrible person to match with me, I must be really attractive, or at least I'm attractive enough to match with on dating profiles or on dating sites. And let me tell you something: if you are a man that gets any matches from women who look at least halfway good on dating sites, that means you are an attractive fellow, because when women swipe right, they swipe right at a rate of 5% on apps. So that's how picky women are. They're picking 5% of these men most of the time. You know what I'm saying? In terms of just going off of his looks. And then my dating profile, I have old pictures when I was heavier, and also my bio doesn't really say anything. So I'm not giving you any clues that anything about me. I just want to see what is your reaction just seeing these random. I don't look bad in the pictures, but they're like random pictures. But they're definitely old too. Anywho, let's go ahead and read this real quick. Before you swipe, read the vibe. I don't know what the hell this means. I guess this is a sign, and she's Jamaican. Make me laugh. Okay. Craving genuine connections. Mommy to a little fairy. It's ... Great intentions, manners, humbleness, consistency, emotional intelligence, transparency, and masculinity for me. So what women mostly mean when they say masculinity, they're not talking about the things that make a man a man. What they're mostly talking about, for the most part, is the parts of you that's that primarily benefit them. So they're talking about the protection. A lot of it has to do with a man's need to want to be useful. So that usually translates into service. Most men express themselves by trying to be useful, help out, and also give their resources. So that's kind of like, where men are. And what I see is that a lot of modern women like to kind of trigger men, or trigger that part of men, you know what I mean? So they'll use words like that, right? Also, you saw the word consistency and shit like that. And what they mostly mean is, all this adds up to is, please don't just come and smash me or be sleeping with me and then stop talking to me. Because what it really is that being as though that because liberal thinking, what liberal thinking does is makes you a loser because it takes you out of a competitive mindset, and it makes you more unprepared for when things change and being unprepared to actually go about things a different way. All right. That's why it's such a negative thing, because what you're seeing is none of these women are actually they don't realize you are always in competition. If you want something that other people want, you're always in competition. This is another reason why the black women are going to start to lose black men. Kevin Samuels predicted this a few years ago about you have an enemy on the horizon. You have not an enemy, but you have an op here who's looking at your man and wants your man. Let me tell you something. A lot of Hispanic women, you have a lot of different kinds of Hispanic women. Almost all of them want the brothers. You know why? Because brothers are easy to get along with. Compared to other men, we look soft in relationships. Because all the other women see is he gonna pipe me down, he gonna smell good, he gonna be well groomed. Black men are trained to, respect, love, and serve women. So in their mind, they think like, oh, I could deal with him, no problem. Nigga, Brad be trying to blow shit up. Other men are known for mutilating they will mutilate their women. You understand? Shit is real out here. But let's go ahead and finish off. So I want to do a quick translation on what she's talking about with these these things right here. Make me feel like the first song on my profile. I don't know. No sassy men's dating with the intentions of marriage, size queen, woo, passenger, and pillow princess. No vibe / boring conversations for me. All right, so let's translate the first part. No sassy men's. So what that means is no men who give pushback to my whims and the things that I want you to do. All this says basically is I want to be with a man who's a pushover, who lets me do what I want. Again, these fantasies. Watching too much reality TV, being on social media too much, and observing people who are projecting a certain kind of lifestyle or image has made women really think that, well, for one, it's messed up your idea of reality, because reality TV and social media looks real. It's believable. But you have to discern or be able to tell, hey, that part's probably not real, or they're trying to entertain me. That's why I'm watching it. It's because it's entertaining. That's not real life. Like I always point out how the entrepreneur or that bullshit women be saying when they talk about businesses and our businesses, that has become a fantasy of women of being in a power couple, which is also a myth. Where y'all both are running multiple businesses and y'all both are powerhouses. Don't get me wrong. Y'all both can be great in your respective field. I'm not saying you can't. Y'all both can be great in your respective fields, but I think, again, women have a very childlike understanding of how things work in the world, including money, which is you see how women spend money. If there's no man in a woman's life, if the man's ever been around women, they can, especially if she got any money and got decent credit. There's always a box from Amazon or Shein and Fashion Nova coming. My ex always had something from Fashion Nova, and you know what? And it was quiet too. But she always said, "Oh yeah, I gotta go over there, go to so and so, and get my package from Amazon," which was quite often, right? But that's what women do, and it's the same thing when it comes to making money as well. So when I say that myth, or pretty much the storyline in most reality TV shows, a lot of times is there's some new business or a business that the woman's working on or that she has going on. It's very rarely an actual successful business unless it's the thing she does, and she's been doing it for a long time. I think Phaedra on Housewives of Atlanta, I'm sure that she's been in law for a long time. So that makes sense that she's a lawyer, and that's kind of like her business. That's how she make money. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But anyway, so there's that. But anyway, but this word sassy. So more black men, or at least more black men, should be catching on to all these cues, all these things that you're only going to hear from women who feel as though you don't have a right to autonomy. You're not allowed to have your own thoughts. All right. So I'm going to put negative labels on any behavior I deem to be inappropriate because again, it doesn't serve my purpose. All right. And it's meant to also make black men do the whole no. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. Pick me. You know what I'm saying? It speaks to that. It's to get you to step up and say, no, I'm different. No, I'm not like that. Hold on. And it's like, fam, she don't care anyway. You'll be much happier when you understand and you can respect what women actually like and what they actually care about and what they actually, you know what I'm saying? Like give a F about. All right. Nothing you're doing or going to do for her is going to make her love you. All right. She has to be a loving person to love you. Men don't get that. She has to be a nice person to be nice. If you meet her and she is mean, first of all, don't ever let women do the mean act. Black women have this thing where they think that being the absolute bitch to you is actually bringing y'all closer together. Because in her mind, you gotta realize that's what women go for is a man being cold, a man being unfeeling. They respect that from men, and they think that when they do it to you, it's going to make you like bond with them the same way. Because when men start understanding that her understanding of the world is based off of her opinions, it's not really based off of what reality really is. When men get that, you can communicate better and you can have better expectations when it comes to your relationship, your communication, and knowing what bases you have to cover. Because again, leadership is important because someone has to take control. And someone has to think ahead and say, all right, this has to happen now or this has to stop now in order for us to have a good outcome. You know what I'm saying? Which is why, I'll say for men, do not allow me. You shouldn't be mean. She shouldn't be mean. There's absolutely no need for nastiness in relationships. I was just having a conversation earlier about what my boy was talking about was what goes on when the woman is kind of not so much taking care of you, but support you financially in any way, even if it's just she already has an apartment. She's saying, all right, well, you can spend the night here, you can stay here, type of thing. That's not really taking care of you. I mean, it's helping you. It kind of is, but this like nothing changes for her. You're just there. You know what I'm saying? So you are providing something, but it's not the same as I moved here for you, or we came here together and we had an agreement type of thing. But also speaks to like when it comes to like doing kind things. A man could be in a situation and it could be the exact same thing, which again, where it's a double standard. But when it comes to giving in general, it's actually a video also I'm gonna show after this that this guy put up. And it's one of those things where men have a hard time communicating properly because they're looking for female validation. But let's go ahead back to old girl right here, right? And her profile. Size queen, passenger, and pillow princess. You know what's funny? When I saw this shit, I screenshot that. So you know what's funny is that so when she messaged me, I sent her a screenshot of that shit. I asked about it. I said, size queen, pillow princess. So I had to look. So I know what the size queen is. She put size queen on her dating profile. From what I understand, a size queen is someone who only receives pleasure or has a strong preference for men who are of the very large variety. Okay. Which is a really weird thing, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? That's a size, same as like being a size king, where I feel like I only like women who are like damn near like virgins. And I'm demanding that. I'm saying like, no, I'm a size king. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. The reason why I don't like those terms is because it reduces the other person down to being close to like being an object. You know what I'm saying? And listen, your preference is your preference, but it's just weird. This is a thing that like it's not really natural. Not really a natural thing. It's one thing to have his preference, but not only it's one of those things that it's personal. It's a very personal thing. You know what I'm saying? So So the pillow princess part, I had to go and look that up. So I learned what the pillow princess was. Now, mind you, pillow princess is not a positive thing whatsoever. Okay. Pillow princess means you are a person who enjoys receiving pleasure and does not give pleasure. And you put that on a dating profile. So this whole, and mind you, this is a dating profile. She is openly asking for a man who thinks like a slave, who thinks like property, who she, again, nothing on that profile says I want to have a good relationship and I want to give you a good life. Matter of fact, when I say good life, I think about this interlude from a Macklemore song and whatnot. It sounded like it was an old lady. She was talking about her husband who passed away, and she was speaking so highly of him. This is a regular guy. He talked about, I thought he was cute, and I respected him, and everyone in the neighborhood respected him, and basically talking about him having a good reputation and how that was important, and it still is important, right? And she says, I gave him a good life. And what the women are not understanding is that it's becoming clearer that you have no intention on giving that man a good life. You plan on basically, this is an ad for, you're looking for a lemon. She's looking for a lemon to squeeze. Angry Man made that analogy about how women see you like a lemon. And when they feel as though they squeeze everything they can squeeze out this lemon, you know what I mean? Then that's when they want to move on. Because they felt as though I've got everything that I can get out of him, or I can get out of this, you know what I mean? And again, women are more tempted than ever to want to switch things up and kind of give in to her chaos. And chaos is just the opposite of order. Shout out to Crimson Cure. It's just the opposite of order. So that's why women like to change things around, change their hair, change their makeup, change their nails, you know what I mean? Change their room. I know you probably seen that one before when women want to change their room around and stuff like that. But unfortunately, being as though, again, women watch a lot of reality TV and a lot of just TV, reality TV, and social media. So in their mind, they've come to believe that breaking up is also it's like an experience. And they think, man, that's going to be very stimulating to go through a breakup. And they don't do the long-term thinking of, but this could be the last one. And listen, today is the 15th, right? On Valentine's Day, there's a lot of pretty girls that probably had no Valentine and ain't go nowhere. Okay, you know what went on for Valentine's Day? A whole lot of this right here, y'all. You're gonna start seeing a lot of this more often. Now, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what this is and whatnot. I don't think anyone knows what happened. But you're going to start seeing more and more women going crazy. Okay? You're going to start seeing a whole lot more of them trying to eat one another. I don't know what happened in that shit, but y'all claim that listen, ain't no sisterhood. And also, who was recording that? Also, you was watching everyone. No one realized what was going on. So that means that there wasn't an exchange. That person jumped on that person. I saw somebody wrote in the comment section that girl was messing with someone's man. I don't know. Or it was a lot of people wrote stuff like, this is why I don't have no friends. This is why I keep my circle tight, this and that. Man, let me tell you something. Y'all broads gotta realize you are in competition. If y'all don't realize what's going on, what's going to start happening is more and more women are going to start really snaking each other for men. That's not that's going to start happening. So you're going to start hearing more and more stories of women snaking each other for men, or not, or dissolving friendships because you might be in a situation where you may have a baby daddy and y'all are not together anymore. And your best friend might feel like, listen, if you don't want them, then you know what I'm saying? Or you may have an ex-boyfriend, and I think that's going to start happening too. You're going to start losing your friends because your friends going to start dating your exes. I could definitely see that happening because, again, it's going to start getting real clear. This rent only going up. All right? And, again, black women, you're going to fuck around and not be able to survive. I just heard a story the other day. I ain't going to lie, man, it bothers me too. These kids passed away because they froze to death. I'm saying because they mother and their grandmother and these kids were sleeping in the car in Detroit. Now Detroit, that the Midwest gets extremely cold, and seeing these viral trends of van life, which is essentially women who are so broke they got to live in their car with their kid, and they making social media out of it. You are living in a car with your child. I don't care how you dress it up. That's a failure. If you saw a man living with his kids in a car, there ain't nothing fly about that. You can't call it van life. You just call him a bum. You live outside. You're not living in a no freaking RV that resembles a home on the inside. You ain't turn no bus into a house. You in a box Chevy. You in a Tahoe. So that's an actual van. He can't have that child can't have no company. Taking a child to go wash up at the Walmart bathroom, it's like one of these viral videos where this girl, again, and that's what I'm talking about with communication. When we don't use certain words, the meaning gets lost. You call it van life. You are homeless. Every day I'm grateful that I could put a roof over my head and over my son's head and put clothes on his back. Very grateful. Every time I hit the gas in my car, I'm like, yo, what if I had my car? You know what I'm saying? Or like how much harder life would be, or like what if I didn't have the money to afford another apartment? You know what I'm saying? Or I couldn't get nowhere near where I needed to live here. You know what I mean? All that stuff, man. Life is real, bro. People gotta work together. All right. Or you're gonna be seeing a whole lot more of this going on. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot more. And also, what you're also going to start seeing, what I realized too, that was a big girl that I jumped on her too. All right. And she was not wearing, you know what? She may have pulled up and attacked that girl because everyone there had the same thing on except for her. I think except for her and someone else. All right. So they all got the memo. So that shit is crazy. But anywho, I want to share this drawing from Threads, man. Let's see if I can find this. How do I operate Threads, man? I'm an old man. Where are my bookmarks? Oh, okay. Oh, well, okay. No, oh, okay. Oh. Well, my friends, maybe I won't be sharing this thing from Threads because I don't know how to get to my bookmarks. I saved like mad stuff. No. Damn. So many people. Damn, where's Oh, I guess that's because it was a really, really good video I saw earlier, and I wanted to check it out. Maybe it's here. I just, just me. I don't know. Like maybe I'm crazy, right? Like maybe I shouldn't have just assumed that I could just find my like bookmarks from my profile. I guess I was wrong for that. All right. Okay. I've been saving things. Hold on, yo. All right, save. So where's that? Oh, all right, boom. Here we go. Boom. There it is. So this is a situation where I feel like he's making a good point. So I'm gonna tell you the parts that he got right, and the parts where it's not about being wrong, brother. If that's your opinion, more power to you and whatnot. But I think you lose the power of what you're saying by trying to make it. Because what a lot of black men do is they don't know how to have a conversation that involves women without giving like basically making sure that there's a little bit of worship in there for the American B-Dub. And a lot of black men don't realize, nigga, she don't rock with you like that, my ninja. Like, she don't rock with you like that. Every chance Keisha gets, she let everybody know, fam, I'm looking for, listen, if I get a white man, I would. You feel me? All over social media, you hear women say shit like, every time I see a black woman being loved properly or loved the right way, it's a non-black man. And listen, if that's how the sisters feel, leave them to it. You know what I'm saying? If she feel like in her heart of hearts, she can get that kind of man. More power to you. I mean, I speak on it because I don't want to see anything happen to the young women. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see anything negative happen. Also, we don't need another distraction to keep black women from getting in relationships. Because if not, like, yo, I mean, black people as we know it, we're going to go extinct. Just about. Okay, because like, yo, this shit's getting crazy. Okay, you are still a minority in a country that you helped found. Let's go ahead and hear Beloved out.
Women lose tune with that Drake album is not for little boys who's not in tune with their feelings. That Drake and Party Next Door album is not for little boys and men who never experienced dating women, loving a woman losing a woman. That Drake and Party, first of all, R&B music ain't for men who don't know how to treat women. R&B music always been seen lame to a lame nigga because they don't know how to love. They don't know how to hurt. They don't know how to express their feelings. They don't know how to talk. Men don't know how to form a sentence when it comes to love. They can show you how to be mad. They can show you and express anger. They will always express anger, but they do not know how to show love or express hurt. That's why when I listen to R&B music, which is my favorite genre, and I like this album, I love this album. I'm 10 out of 10. I played it back all morning. Drake and Party Next Door killed it. I don't care about what narrative anybody's spinning to me. You don't get enough women to talk to me to know about women. You don't.
So, let's go ahead and dig into what he said. All right. So, what he's essentially saying, and I've said the same thing, right? That why is my screen smaller? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like being this small. This looks crazy. I don't know what I did. Whatever. Anyway, whatever. What he's mostly saying is that, yo, this album is not for dudes who don't get women. So whenever a man, first of all, just in general, there is no need to insult the person you talk about unnecessarily. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I know I'm a funny guy. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that. You know what I mean? Maybe I should be the one who says that. But I'm just saying, like, first, several things he says, you know what I mean, is he knows that's triggering the men. So when you say stuff like little boy, you know what I mean, and stuff like that, it's not for boys and this and that, or like lame niggas. I mean, overall, I understand where he's coming from. So as a guy, obviously that guy gets women. Obviously, women like this guy right here. What can happen to guys, when they're attractive and they get women, they make it their personality and it becomes like kind of like who they are. So he's not completely wrong, you know what I'm saying, but he is not virtue signaling, but he knows the way that he's expressing that is going to make women agree with him. But when he says shit like men don't know how to feel and how to express themselves, don't get me wrong, there is some truth to that. I'm saying there can be truth to it, you know what I'm saying? But it's not that the men don't know how to love. First of all, men love way harder than women, all right? Because men have an easier time committing, and men do not change their mind on a whim. If men change their mind, it's mostly because things have changed. All right, but whatever man you because that's where the whole my word is my bond comes from. Is because that's how strong a man's word is supposed to be. You understand? But brother, you can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Always be aware of that. Now, when I'm talking about these K-Dot meat riders, that's different because I'm having a actual live action experience with these ninjas, and for the most part, I have never had this much interaction on anything I've done. Like I had to realize, like, damn, it's to the point where I had to stop responding to your comments. I'm like, I get enough comments now on my videos, especially for that shit, that I have to just stop responding to your comments. Like it's too many. I will spend the whole freaking day doing this shit. Okay. But also what I learned too from this K-Dot thing and Kendrick thing is that recognize when you're having a different even though you may be talking to someone, but y'all could be having two different conversations. Okay, because if y'all both have different intentions, you know what I mean. And it was interesting is I thought the K-Dot and Kendrick, the Kendrick and Drake thing is very much it's a lot of parallels between this and how it is talking about relationships with black women. You know what I'm saying? When black men and black women have a conversation, and I always reference back or harken back to when Crip Secure said, in order for us to get somewhere with this shit, black women have to be removed from the conversation, and it has to stop being a thing where y'all are talking and trying to explain to the women. Because like, yo, fam, if she ain't with it, she just ain't with it. She don't gotta go. I want men to understand that, yo, she don't gotta stay with you. She don't gotta like you. She don't gotta want to be, because maybe all heartbroken. Like, yo, you're gonna be always heartbroken when you have inappropriate expectations of people that you care about in your life. When you're the leader, being the leader, a lot of that means you are starting off from a situation, a perspective of being more committed, being more dedicated. I mean, than the person that you're taking care of. That's why you're the leader. But also that means you can lead yourself and give yourself good outcomes. You know what I'm saying? And recognize when it's time to defer to someone else's leadership, or recognize when I'm taking an L right now. You understand? So there's that. Let me see if there's anything else on here that we can get into, and then I'm going to touch on this tweet from Azelia Banks. I thought was quite interesting. What is okay. Also, I also want to play this video for this dude, and it really encompasses like what it's like trying to have a conversation about the situation.
Kind of chill, isn't it? They not like us. They not like us. Come on, give me a real response. Like, what do you actually think? All beef aside. Come on. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acts tough. Can you say something original and not some regurgitated line from Kendrick? Come on. A minor. Sit down. Be humble. For real. What is it? The braids? What is it? The braids? Hey, Drake. I hear you like him young. The braids? The braids? The braids? Are you okay? Bro. What is it? The braids? What is it? You like him young? Braids? Bro. Guess that's my cue to stop playing Drake. Hey. What do you think about this new Drake album? Be honest. It's kind of chill, isn't it? They not like us. They not like us. Come on, give me a real response. Like, what do you actually think? All beef aside. Come on. I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acts tough. Can you say something original and not some regurgitated line from Kendrick? Come on. A minor. Sit down. Be humble. For real. What is it? The braids? What is it? The braids? Hey, Drake.
So there's the caption reads, "One thing I hated during this Drake and Kendrick beef is when some of the Kendrick fans just kept repeating lines from Kendrick instead of having an original thought. At least that's what I saw in my algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, I think a big part of this shit is just trolling, because we know it's not real. You know that's like not what's actually going on. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. This is like really bothering me that my I'm looking at myself on my screen and somehow I'm like way smaller somehow. Oh, here it is. No, something's going on here. Okay, now it's back normal. It had me like mad small. I don't know. But anyway, even in my comments, listen, if you're watching this video, if you still watching, please like, share, and subscribe, man. Leave a comment down below. I appreciate you. I love you. I love all y'all. Even if you're a hater. But that's exactly what it's like. But also, that's what it's like having a conversation with women about relationships, especially if we're talking a few years ago. You know what I mean? When the men didn't have the language or even the fortitude to stand 10 toes down and accept the smoke. Men do a lot of shit just to try to avoid smoke or keep the peace. And it's like, real talk, sometimes it ain't gonna be peace. Sometimes we gotta go ahead and just go to war. You know what I'm saying? And it's important to understand that because, again, things change. Things change sometimes. And you have to be able to adapt to that change. A confrontation may occur. Conflict, because again, conflict and things are going to pop off. That's one of the things that's promised in life. And do you want to be the kind of person who can handle it calmly, or someone who's scrambling it, you know what I mean? And then you wind up having to break down. You wind up not handling things well. You wind up, you know what I'm saying, blowing up. All types of shit can happen when you're not able to handle issues and handle problems, or you don't handle problems properly. Okay. So let me see if we had anything else from that. Because I saved a few things, but we'll leave that there. Oh, one more thing. I want to read this real quick from 50 Cent. I am called Gladiator. He said Kendrick Lamar paid to headline the Super Bowl halftime show. Kendrick Lamar isn't doing the Super Bowl because he's better than Drake. He paid to perform there. People don't realize you have to pay to do the Super Bowl. Kendrick was the perfect choice for the Super Bowl because he's ready to spend anything to make it seem as though he's better than Drake. And again, like I was saying before, we're really any artist, right? But what Kendrick does makes the most. What's going on my screen now? Whatever. What Kendrick does makes the most sense if you don't question what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? If you kind of just appreciate it, because that's how this shit works. Is you appreciate it because for the most part, Kendrick shit works the best if you do some of the work, meaning that you try to like it, which is not a negative thing. You do it with your friends. When you do it with your friends, you don't look at them with a critical eye or look to critique them in a negative way. You know what I mean? You're more fair with them. You give them more credit for what they do well. You know what I mean? And you're willing to be more forgiving for any negative flaws they may have. You're more understanding, all right? Because you like them. You know what I'm saying? Or you find them relatable. Also, people treat you better when they find you relatable. Right? So they do two very different things, and they have two different lanes. I saw a video with Ebro talking about basically in so many words, he's trying to say that there's no growth in the music. He feels that, oh well, you're making songs about the same things you made songs about all these years ago. Again, that's a hip-hop thing. Don't get me wrong. It's one thing he's talking about killing and gang banging and stuff like that. He talking about getting money and getting chicks. All right. If his experiences are what they are, whatever. Not like it doesn't make this is art. You can't tell someone what they have to talk about. I don't care what you talk about. I care about your skill level while talking about it. And if it's an honest thought, that's what I care. That's what people care about in general. And also, can they understand you? One of the reasons why it doesn't matter if Kendrick had a message or a hidden meaning in the performance is because that's not what a performance is. No one's looking for. That's not your first order of business. Your first order of business is performing the songs people really enjoy from you. He has a great catalog. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's really a stadium that kind of stadium where it's like that audience. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's that, but those definitely weren't the songs. But again, it was so much more about, you got to realize it's very realistic for a rapper to hold on to a beef ever. I'm around mad rappers. I am a rapper. I know how they think. It's very possible. I read something today. It was a line about basically him and his girl splitting a bucket at KFC, and she's playing Drake. And basically, he's talking about like, damn, is this guy like that much better than me? You know what I mean? And artists always feel like it should be me. You know what I'm saying, and again, he represents that old school spirit who's supposed to have or want to be number one. You feel me? But it's such a weird situation because y'all storyline. That's what it makes the whole thing look. It's corny. It's corny. Whenever someone will openly disrespect and discredit and not give respect to someone who put them on, yo, you are a piece of crap, bro. Like, you are a different kind of piece of crap. Yo, I seen this shit earlier. Hold on, yo. Where is it at? Where it is. So this is Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and ASAP Rocky. All right. When he took them on tour. All right. He did not have to take them on tour. Matter of fact, they was telling me, they was telling him that he should take R&B acts on this tour and take different kind of acts on this tour. And he said, nah, these two is next. Drake stamped Rocky. Drake stamped this, I'm saying Kendrick too. He stamped them. And he said, no, I'm taking these two on tour. You understand? And then after that, they both them niggas blew up. That was 2011. Both them niggas blew up right after that. Because I started listening to Kendrick after his feature on Take Care. That's when I started listening to him. Then I heard Section 80, and then I fell in love with Kendrick's music. Like a lot of people. Okay? So yeah, man. You know what I mean? So again, it's the fact that you not acknowledging that, or just the fact that you a grown man and you think it's okay to conduct yourself how you're conducting yourself and make it seem as though like you want to see this person fall. Because the way that these fans or these people who want, I don't know, they keep trying to make it a morality thing, even though this man has never showed you that he has morals. All you know is this man's songs and the image. You don't know anything about him. You don't know if he's a good guy. I saw a video on YouTube earlier. I'm gonna pull it up right now. It's like the wackest shit I ever saw. Because I just couldn't believe wow, but this is again the court of public opinion. And someone else has said that too. Like Kendrick won in a court of public opinion. You know what I mean? He didn't actually win the battle. You know what I mean? And I think that people don't believe, they kind of underestimate how much people believe in this image of Kendrick being this really good guy, despite them not really knowing anything about him. You know what I mean?
No wonder Kendrick Lamar is so loyal to his wife. She has 3 irreplaceable qualities. Whitney is a makeup artist, while Kendrick's net worth has reached $140 million, which leads some people to think she's not worthy of him. However, Kendrick says, without her, there wouldn't be me today. First, she's been by Kendrick's side since their teenage years. They met in high school when Kendrick's family was struggling, and only Whitney always believed in his ability to achieve his musical dreams. As a result, many of Kendrick's songs are dedicated to his wife, even featuring her voice in some tracks. Kendrick considers his wife his best friend in life, someone he can confide in without hesitation about.
So, you see his content? I mean, you see this, I like her style. You don't need expensive stuff to be happy. A man who loves his woman out loud. Bro won in every aspect of life. It's unimportant to her because she knows that if she wants something, she can buy it. She doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. You treat your wife right, you get your life right. How sweet to see a person that didn't leave their loving partner after they elevated status. Blessings. Kendrick is blessed to have a wife that truly loves him, love over everything. So, don't get me wrong. I don't, bro, like I said before, and like I was saying in my rap, no happy woman that's in a happy relationship has an Instagram that does not feature their husband and their kids together at all. That's a sign that person's not with that person. That's all it is. Sorry. She's not that kind of celebrity where, like, she's not trying to be artistic. No, they're not together. They're not in a relationship. Also, they're not married. He never married this woman. Unless they just had a secret marriage ceremony and whatnot, like recently, they are not married. Now, you see how people are willing to buy into that. And again, I hope maybe they are working it out and maybe they are together because they got kids together. It makes sense y'all would be together. I don't want y'all to not be together, but if they not, but again, his image, he wants you to make you think he has this clean image or this righteous image to the point where what everyone, to justify in people's minds why it's okay for Kendrick to make a song about pedophilia, basically, and messing with kids and everything, is that, well, Drake is evil. Drake, he's evil. He is the white man, and Kendrick is fighting the system, and he's bringing the system down. Y'all like all this bullshit because you don't know what power actually is. You don't know what a good outcome actually is. You're so caught up in a journey and the experience, like a woman. You like the journey and the experience more than the actual outcome, which to a certain degree, I get it. The journey is stimulating, but you should also care about the outcome and what's actually going to come from all this. Pause. All right. I saw this post online with Azelia Banks. I thought it was really interesting. And it was a response to an Elliot Wilson tweet. So real quick, I want to share this thing right here. And this is the lyric I referenced earlier. And the tweet reads, Kendrick, what Drake say? Jealousy is love and hate at the same time. Kendrick's words from the song Determined. Me and my girl split the bucket of KFC. She listened to Drake and all I can say is, damn, these niggas that much better than me, baby. I don't think it's meant to be. Because I was always losing self-esteem. I think I don't realize how much confidence it takes to rap. It takes a lot of confidence to rap and present something to the world. And excuse me, I learned that while I thought about it more with when Royce the 5'9" was talking about why him and Lupe didn't do their joint album, and he said they agreed to do it at first, and Lupe called him and said, "I'm not feeling confident enough." Or even Andre 3000, you know what I'm saying? The way he described it as, I don't feel confident putting out music. I'm not confident, you know what I'm saying? Because like, yo, I guess, I don't know, it's a really personal thing. Our artist is very vulnerable. And the better you are, the most, like, artists who you would think is nice or think is great at making music, they're the most vulnerable because people critique their music the most and have the most to say about whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? Actually, for example, yo, listen. Your boy Drake didn't do no rollout for this album. He put up a few Instagram posts and just told niggas it was coming out. It shit says Drake sets the record for the biggest streaming day for a rapper on Spotify in 2025 with 92.4 million streams as a lead artist on February 14th. This breaks Kendrick Lamar's previous record of 92.3 million streams achieved on February 12th. Now, mind you, y'all are all saying that Drake is done. Y'all saying that the boy is cooked. You know what I'm saying? And fam, with no label support, you know what I'm saying, with pretty much nothing, the boy done for the most part made they become number one. With an album with no goddamn rollout. Man, hold on. What did Azelia Banks say? Azelia Banks said, nah, Drake is really the best. Anybody hating on that project has a hard time talking to women and probably just on some aggro homo thug shit. It was Valentine's Day. All the ugly niggas tried to frame it like Drake was ducking Kendrick. Laughed my ass off. Drake was in his mood again. Of course, the nigga wants some pussy and a bottle of wine. Y'all niggas stressful and ugly as shit. Yo, she crazy. Anyway, let me I had a bookmark, man. Where is that joint at, man? I was looking for. Hold on, man. Hold on. It's like two things I wanted to show y'all, man. Damn, where is it? Oh well. All right, no, whatever. It's like I can't find it. All right, well, let's go ahead and just go to this. I had one more thing. Damn. Anyway, so I was showing y'all that other John, the other slide, where where we had this Kendrick lyric, and this right here. First of all, he's rapping about it, okay, and he talks about it on his verse on Take Care. How basically, he was hating on Drake when they met, and a part of it was because he didn't even realize that they were the same age. And he had already done so much more. And that's also the thing about being the guy. That I'm saying, the guy where everyone draws from his cup and can't shit move without him. There's almost no appreciation for being that guy. If anything, niggas resent you for your success. You know what I'm saying? They present you for having more. You know what I'm saying? They can't find it in them to respect that and admire that, you know what I mean? And we always gotta like look at shit like that, you know. And despite what people are trying to tell you, like, nah, listen, let me tell you something. First of all, like I was saying before, y'all are all kind of admitting that the album is good. This shit came out 24 hours ago. Who reviews an album in 24 hours? That's not how music works, bro. Don't get me wrong. I get, first impressions and stuff like that, but it's just not how music works. But anyway, let's look at this this tweet right here from your boy Elliot Wilson. And Elliot Wilson basically put a tweet out. Now, mind you, anytime someone mentions Drake or mentions Kendrick and whatnot, they won't even say both their names. You just know for the most part they're making whatever happens with one about the other. So Elliot Wilson writes, "It's not enough. Period. Dot era. Dot trophy." You know what I'm saying? And again, you see in the industry making a concerted effort to make it seem as though Kendrick is a bigger artist than he actually is, that he means more to the culture than he actually does. Again, Kendrick is the artsy, weird nigga that does experimentation. He is not the nigga that you look to for them joints, man. For them hits. Like Drake said, yo, he the hit maker y'all depend on. How you big stepping with a side at the end zone? We in the end zone. You understand? So Azelia Banks did a great breakdown. She said, the reason why this is just not believable is because there's absolutely nothing aspirational about being a short, dark-skinned, nappy-headed, asthmatic dude from Compton, California. To be a star, men have to want to be you, women have to want to F you. Kendrick has neither going on for him. Men want to be Drake and women want to F him. This is why he is a star. But you're ugly and light-skinned, and I'm sure the cognitive dissonance is fucking your head up, especially now that you're old, ugly, and light-skinned. So this is her response to what's the name? To Elliot Wilson. All right. And we're going to go ahead and respond a little bit, all right, to the rest of all that shit. But I wanted to read the rest of her tweets. Where's it at? So she also said, there's nothing remotely appetizing about rolling over in the middle of the night and seeing your little brother's hairless bird chest and his little braids on the pillow. Y'all are trying too hard to sell Kendrick, but he doesn't work as far as the human commodity part goes. Like, you guys couldn't photograph him taller if you try, and women are just never going to be into short men. Men are never going to aspire to be short. There's a very basic biological things in the way here that no amount of industry hoodwinking will hide. Kendrick is a short king, the end. She also makes a really good point about translation. She says, another reason why Drake is more viable product than Kendrick is that Drake speaks English in ways that are easier for a non-English speaker to understand. It's the reason why those Chainsmokers songs are so globally massive and why people make lyric videos. Western entertainment culture is the global standard. So when a person from Vietnam or Turkey or Senegal or China can also grab bits of English language, you'll have a bigger success because music and learning work as evidenced by the use of music to teach children. When I saw you guys on Spotify lie about Kendrick having the most monthly streamers, common sense revealed that to be an absolute lie. Kendrick doesn't have enough of a grip on standardized American English accent to make anyone outside of Compton know or care what he's talking about. The numbers for Not Like Us are 10,000% inflated, which is why you guys keep dragging it, because they know you've all miserably felt that trying to play Drake's game. All right. Drake is a force in the industry that cannot be controlled. We're witnessing Black history play out. You're witnessing a whole industry try to form against what kind of man? A black man. All right. And it's always been like that. You know what I'm saying? It's always been this fight to stop black men from owning their music, owning intellectual property, you know what I'm saying? To basically trying to assume a black man's wealth, or trying to separate a black man's man from his wealth. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget how they did Prince. Don't forget how they did Michael. Some people may argue, may think, yo, they got Mike out of here on purpose because of that catalog. You understand? So anyway, no matter what, yo, if you choose to be a winner, if you choose to be at the top, you got to realize that once you start becoming too great, no one relates to you. And if you don't become friends with other people in your field, you won't have no peers. And even then, you can't really expect any kind of sympathy, any of that stuff. And also, what he's going through is just what men go through, period. And, just in general, because at the end of the day, people always want to discredit you. There was actually someone in the comment section that said, "Who wants to be Drake?" and it being disingenuous. What she's speaking to is men. If the women want to bang Drake, you want to bang the kind of women that want to bang Drake. That's the whole point. The most beautiful women in the world want to have sex with him. So, and you want to have sex with them. So therefore, yes, the car he's driving. If Drake's car dropped in your driveway and said, "Don't worry about insurance, don't worry about the payments," you're not going to say, "Nah, I'm good on that Mercedes." If I say, "Yo, you can live in Drake's mansion, don't worry about the mortgage, don't worry about nothing, you can just live there," you're not going to say, "Nah, I'm straight. I'm good at my room at my grandma's house." Knock it off. All right. Anything that he has, you will love to have it, especially if you're an average guy. Okay. Let me tell you something. When I was younger, you know what I mean? I was back in 2018 when I was driving that old Lexus around, the 97 GS with the seats all effed up and whatnot. You feel me? Like, yo, I remember it was a time where like we had to go to a training down. It was like really far away, and I didn't really drive that car on the highway like that. And I asked if I could drive one of the cars that the agency had, and they let me drive it. I remember driving that John down there. My car was so shitty that I remember thinking like, damn, that'd be great if I could like buy this car. It was like an old Toyota Corolla. You know what I'm saying? It was like a regular little car. No, I mean, it was a regular little car. I couldn't even imagine driving this car now. I couldn't imagine if someone gave me this car, I'd be upset. But at that time, and I didn't think that highly of that car at that time, but I was like, man, at least I have a car that I'm not embarrassed of. Or I'm not embarrassed to get it, or I'm not, or that I feel as though it brings my value down. But what's funny about all that stuff is that you still have to build your own inner confidence about who you are and know who you are. And it has to be based off of what you think is right and what you think is viable and what you think is dope. You know what I mean? But anyway, all right, man. I think that's pretty much. I think I've been here long enough, man. I love y'all, man. I respect y'all. You know what I mean?
Because I always respected your hairline on television.
When did I get disconnected to my speaker? My speaker died. What's going on with you, sir? Yeah, this is charged. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so clap it up for yourselves, man. Y'all be safe out there. Love y'all. Peace.